Hello friends, welcome to Cine Talk Assam. Here's my personal review of the latest Assamese biopic, Bhaimon, directed by debutant Sosanka Sameer, who is a notable actor, lyricist and playwright. The plot. The film revolves around the journey of an ardent cinema lover, Bhaimon, who dreams of creating his own cinema for his own people, surpassing a lot of hurdles across his way. From a mandolin player to becoming a film director, how he sealed a place for commercial Assamese films, competing with the contemporary Bollywood movies, forms the main story. The writing. The film has been written by the director himself. The storyline is based on the life story of veteran Assamese film director Munin Borua, who is popularly known as Bhaimon. It tries to incorporate various real-life incidents behind various iconic moments surrounding the timeline of Bhaimon, without being overdramatic. The narrative has been done in a nonlinear fashion that jumps across various timelines. The side characters have also been nicely written, that gives ample support to the main character. The dialogues are very well written, aligning with the contemporary period. The technical aspect. Bhaimon is a technically well-made film. The screenplay is average in the first half, as it takes time to build up the characters and in showing the struggling phase of Bhaimon. Soon after the interval, it gears up for a thunderous introduction of a few new characters, that shows the peak period of his career. The rhythm slightly fades by the end of the film, but enough to take us on an emotional ride, through a father-son relationship. However, the editing is quite sharper in some of the scenes that feels like watching a recap in TV serial. This is actually a necessity in terms of biopic, as the life of a legendary personality like Bhaimon cannot be summarized within 160 minutes. The costume design and the set design has been nicely portrayed. Even the VFX doesn't look cheap as per budget. The camera work is phenomenal and the color grading aligns with the timeline it has been set up. The typecasting is phenomenal. The makeup artists have also done a tremendous job to make the actors look alike the characters they are playing. Special mention goes to the characters of Biju Phukong and Jatin Bora. However, more facial detailing could have been done for the character of Zubeen Garg. Same goes for the character of Manjula Borwa, whose aged look doesn't change as much as Bhaimon. She looked as young as ever. Another issue I would like to pinpoint in the technical department is the display of the timeline on screen. The year appears for less than a second, which makes it harder to read, as it disappears with the blink of an eye. If possible, the makers can try to increase the duration to at least 2 seconds. The acting. The acting of all the characters look natural. The actors could easily fit themselves into the shoes of the characters they were portraying. Even the ones with a brief screen time can leave a lasting impression. The characters of Aukan and Jyotir, played by real-life couple Sanjeev Bura Gohain and Seema Borwa, brought fire on the screen for a brief period. One small character played by YouTube sensation, Harpal Soikia, was worth watching, that shows his talent as an actor. The character of Rijju, played by Gitartha Sharma, is something that can make us hate him as well as love him. He has acted in many TV serials as well as in web series, mostly in negative and supportive role. But this time, he is here to make a powerful impact, as the hot-headed son of Bhaimon. The aura of the character Jatin Bora, played by debutant Kaushik Bhardwaj, was totally unmatchable. Perhaps his voice has been dubbed by others, but his body language literally makes us feel the presence of Jatin Bora on screen. Similarly, the iconic character of Zubeen Garg has been represented near to perfection by an emerging actor Partha Pratim Hazarika, who has previously acted in the film Sundarpur Chaos. It may be too early to judge, but he has shown his acting range in his 2 films. In Sundarpur Chaos, his proficiency in acting made me believe that he is from Satriya background. His voiceover by Rahul Gautam Sarma acted as icing on the cake. A little effort on the use of prosthetic makeup could have acted as the cherry on top. Now coming to the lead role, played by Bondit Sharma. It is beyond doubt that he is a brilliant actor who has previously acted in the Assamese web series, Kalampar, and many notable Hindi films and web series. He played the role of Bhaimon flawlessly, although reprising such a legendary figure on screen was arguably the most challenging task. However, on many occasions, his voice was lacking the purity of Assamese tone. To match the tone of a character hailing from Upper Assam, suitable voice artist could have been arranged, as in the case of Zubeen Garg. However, the powerful and engaging storyline makes us overlook such minor flaws, and rather go with the flow of emotions. The music. Music was the key element of all the films directed by Munin Borua. The same has been followed by Sosanko Samir, as a tribute to his filmography. All the songs were equally good. The song, Beer Brandy Whiskey, sung by Prabeen Bora gives us the vibes of 1960s. As a matter of fact, the song was originally written by Munin Borua. Zubeen Garg and Mahalakshmi Iyer's beautiful retro romantic duet, Ara Eri, brings back our old memories, as these two voices are the emotions for the kids of 80s and 90s, and it has been smartly used in the narration. There has been ample use of old songs which were specially recreated for the film. It takes you to the golden era of Assamese filmy music, with an urge to search for the music album of the old Assamese films, once you go out of the theater. For a sequence depicting the audition for the song Hiya Diya, several renditions of the song were played, out of which the one in the voice of Joy Borua hits different. Finally, as the credits roll on, a very soulful track, Jyotir Kareng, sung by Rupam Bhuya plays along. Leaving the theater until the song stops playing would be difficult for any soft music lover. Moreover, the BGM is full of nostalgic melodious tracks that replicates the music used in Bhaimon films. Overall, Bhaimon is not just a biopic, but a musical biopic. The final verdict. The film Bhaimon is not just a tribute to Assamese cinema, but an effort to unite all the Assamese film lovers across all ages. If you are an oldie from the Goldie era of Mon Hira Doi. If you are a millennial from the musical era of Zubeen Jatin Munin. If you are a Generation Z from the post-VCD era of Tumi Diya of Ramdenu. If you are a Generation Alpha and want to have an insight about Assamese cinema, and also visualize the era of your forefather, then blindly go and book your tickets in the nearest theater. Thank you for your valuable time. See you next time.
জিয়া খপন সোণালী সাধুৰ সতী ৰূপুৱালী পতাকি যুগামী আমাৰ জ্যোতিৰ কাৰেং ৰং ধেমালিৰ মন কাহিনী চৌপাশে অপাসুৰ বাহিনী
Diya gilas bhorai baki, diya gilas bhorai baki. Jeevanar lagori, beer, brandy, whiskey.